Well, ahoy, hoy, Delco and Hachi Machi. We have a nice little live episode for you right now, and we'll give you 2 seconds to turn over to watch us instead of whatever nonsense you're watching tonight. Olympics in prime time. Fun fact: you can find all those results on your phone because of time differences. So we're gonna talk to real, superior athletes here. We have Mike Barbatos with a D, with a T, not a D, like the island that Rihanna is from. Barbatos. He runs and is the proprietor, SAT word right there, of Precision Kettlebells, where it is
It's
fun.
not kettlebells, just to be
Thanks.
100%.
Kettlebells.
It's kettlebells.
It's definitely kettlebells.
The kettlebells of the
Not
ball.
kettlebells.
Yeah. Apparently, we found out right before we went live.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah, do not insult people who in the fitness industry and call them kettlebells.
I do not know what fitness is, except for fitting this whole pizza in my mouth sometimes. Your slogan is fun, challenging, effective. That is also what I call Where's Waldo.
That's actually that's on his Facebook profile as well.
My Tinder.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun, challenging,
effective. Our studio is targeted fitness and proven results.
Targeted fitness and proven results.
That is our slogan for our studio.
So before we get into like the whole scope of kettlebells and what's going on, so you are from Delco.
Yep, born and raised.
full fledged, thriving, bleeding, throbbing heart for Delco.
I'm proud of it.
Damn fucking straight. So you, number one, are an excellent fitness expert just from your physique alone.
Dude, stop undressing him with your eyes, man. It's
We'll get into more of it. But you put together a YouTube channel for what you do, not just the actual physical gym you own.
Mm-hmm.
And that fucking YouTube page has over 90,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Not followers, not just like you just clicked on something. 90,000 subscribers.
It's definitely growing quickly.
The ones who took that extra step, which is nuts. Anywhere.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get to that 100,000.
That's all I want, that 100K. I don't care what happens after.
What is the benefits of getting to that 100K?
He's just going to drop the mic and walk out.
As a radio internet show that has 6 followers, what is the benefit of the 100,000?
It's just all about the recognition from YouTube. They send you a button in the mail.
Is that the first button? 100,000. That's the first level,
and that's like hard to get to. And
like a plaque.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently, it used to be 50,000, but like 100,000.
I guess it's grown so much that people are just like, and I wonder. Not I'm saying you did or anything, but like people who buy subscribers and stuff like that.
Yep.
I mean, makes it a little harder to get there.
So I just talked to a friend of mine who just hit 100,000. He's also in the kettlebell space, and he said,
that's like knowing 2 900 goal scorers in the NHL. You have a friend who has a page that's 100,000.
So he just hit it, and he said YouTube actually did a whole rundown of his channel to make sure everything was legit.
I would imagine
or sending him his plaque.
They recently did that.
For us, they called all 5 of them.
Yeah, I know, but no, because I have a couple other channels, and they like ran through it, and I think they even you saw your subscriber list not drop a lot. I think it dropped like 50 people out of like 15,000, but I guess they were fake subscribers or some people that they were known to be problems. Mm-hmm. Which personally, I would prefer to have. I never bought a subscriber. We've never bought a subscriber. I mean, everything we've done has been organic. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how I like it.
From what I understand is like if you were Holbrook, if you were to like log on my YouTube page right now and hit subscribe, but never went on it again, it would be like pointless.
So if I hit subscribe and never went on it again, really?
So like a friend's trying to be cool, I'll subscribe to his channel.
Because you're not an active user.
So they actually monitor that algorithm?
They check into that stuff.
Do they really?
Yeah.
And
you just get better results.
You learned that from the other person who just hit 100,000?
Right.
And the analytics too, like it's funny, like you'll see the graph and it'll say viewership versus subscribers versus non-subscribers. It's always significantly higher. Mm-hmm. It's always significantly higher.
It's just like Yelp. Do you ever do a Yelp review for somebody for your first time but never used Yelp before? It would get like hidden in their business.
Can I just point this out? And maybe I might get a little crucified for this. I find Yelp reviews, if you do it, pretentious. I mean, I'm sure businesses need it, and you probably enjoy it. It helps you having good Yelp reviews. We see them on websites. Tina S says, blah, blah, blah.
I think Yelp's for travelers, people who are out of the area.
anything I guess maybe every time we see Yelp or any review type thing, it's either negative connotation or people who don't even because that's my problem with it. Like, for instance, I always go back to this one, Amazon, right? You're looking at something, you see they have 40,000 reviews of this item, and like the first thing you do is you click on the 1 and 2 stars just to see what they said,
Sure.
and half the time it's like, oh, the box was dented that it came in. I was like, that's not
The product worked great.
The product's great. Everything's great about it. The box was dented, and I'm like,
this 72-inch TV didn't even tinkle my butthole when I shoved it up there.
yeah, like, oh, there's been some stuff. Like, yeah. Like anything that vibrates, read the reviews.
Yeah.
Anything that vibrates. Like it's people like I think like they have like just like with like normal like things that you see, like you really have to tell people that. Like I for instance, I work in a medical field and I had to like give people TENS units, stim units. And the first thing I have to say is like, don't put it on any sensitive areas, don't use it in the bath or shower. Like it's a 9-volt battery, but just don't be stupid.
Sure.
Like I have to tell people that. And you know how many people go, oh, like you were really thinking about doing this. Yeah, this was an idea that flashed through your head.
I'm surprised how some people survive day-to-day life.
So they survive by having excellent peak fitness and having fun.
What do you got for me?
Challenging and effective days. So you are from Collingdale, correct?
Yes.
Okay. The fucking blue and orange. The Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs.
Yeah.
Did you play those?
We've got a lot of Collingdale people here lately.
I played football for the Bulldogs.
Fucking right. Where was the home field back then? Collingdale Park?
No, the Collingdale Community Center.
Yeah, football, right?
Yeah, well, that's the community center. Now it's changed.
Oh, I don't know what it is.
It's
now.
The one that
it's
you
on
walk
McDade
by, like
Boulevard.
What's up?
And Clifton.
Yeah, Clifton Ave and McDade. Yeah, that
old high school
field.
Oh, behind it's the police station now, right? Because I was thinking about Collingdale Park, the one that you had to walk through, like the water feature.
Oh, no, there was no football there. I don't think.
Gotcha.
Phil's saying reviews are so damaging because so many people do not read between the lines or tell real or disgruntled reviews. Now, Phil's a guy from Delco but lives out in Chester County and has a business out there, and we've discussed this a lot. Like that's my point with Yelp reviews. Most people have a good review, like, oh, I really enjoyed Precision. Like they're not going to go out of their way. Some people will. I'm not saying that won't.
Oh, yeah.
It's more the people go out there to complain because that orange T-shirt that Mike wore today was just a little too bright for my eyes.
Yeah,
like just dumb stuff like that.
I think the restaurants get the worst of it.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Two of the segments that we're gonna do are one of our favorite things is one Delco restaurant review, ridiculous comments.
Yeah, and real quick before we do get into all that, I remind you that this show is brought to you by Fat Cow Jerky. That's right, utterly perfect jerky, jalapeno garlic, honey habanero, pickles, one of my favorite flavors. FatCowJerky.com or go to Facebook and Instagram and you can order your Fat Cow Jerky and also in local stores in Delco and beyond now. So you got to check it out. Go to FatCowJerky.com and tell them Delco Live sent you. And sometimes you want a nice cold one to wash that jerky meat down with. Dolan's Bar is a great place to do it. 24 East Sellers Avenue in Ridley Park. Tell Tan PJ that Delco Live sent you. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Quizzo, music, great times, and memorabilia, as we all know and love. You never know who's going to walk in the door. And great food products there, too, because he is, you guys all know, but PJ is a culinary teacher.
It's not even a joke. He really is.
I'm not making the hours are a little off on this one, on the updated one, but wings and smash burgers, as the youngins kids say, their food slaps. So check it out. And, if you're a typical Delconian, you get yourself in some legal troubles, a little hot water, get hurt at work, motor vehicle accident, personal injury, and criminal law. David R. Cherry is the man with the plan. Go to cherryinjurylaw.com or call Dave directly at 610-565-0300. Again,
that's his personal number. You can send him nudes.
Yeah, he takes nudes. Workers' comp, motor vehicle, personal injury, criminal law. Call David at 610-565.
Most comfortable ankle monitor I've ever fucking been sentenced to.
610-565-0300 or go to cherryinjurylaw.com.
So, Mike, this is about precision kettlebells and trying to get you to that 100,000. We want you to get that god dang play button. So let's just warm over the heart and just really associate your story with that of an average Delconian. So you grew up in Collingdale. You played for the Bulldogs. You did football. Did you play any other sports down there?
Very young age, I played baseball.
Did you go to Academy Park?
I went to Bonner and Academy Park.
Oh, fuck yeah. Which one first?
So I went to Bonner for 2 years.
And then you got kicked out for what?
No. No, I actually had really bad grades, but my parents pulled me out so they can move to Chester County.
Oh.
He kept calling them kettleballs, so they got him, kicked him out. Get out, bud.
I don't even think they were around back
You
then.
went to Bonner. They
I went to
pulled
Bonner.
you out to go to Academy Park.
Yep.
And then you moved to Chesco. Okay.
Yeah, so I moved to Chesco in 2004.
Okay.
I finished off high school and I graduated in 2002.
Where'd you finish at? Oh, from Academy Park. Did you fucking commute from Chester County down to Academy Park?
No. I lived in my grandparents' house. Actually, the house my mother grew up in on Broad Street in Collingdale.
Oh, right near Tony's.
Yeah, well, a little closer to the cemetery.
Close enough.
Yeah,
close enough.
All it has to do is be by a bar for Holbrook to be
definitely
excited.
about a block away from Tony's.
Yeah. Have you ever had Tony's roast pork?
I think I stepped into Tony's once.
Yeah, I can tell you.
That was all it took.
You have clean skin.
and just had a drink. But that was about it.
You have clean skin and a youthful soul, so I can tell you haven't been to Tony's that much.
You haven't been broken.
But I remember as a young kid, I used to walk by at night and find all kinds of money on the floor and on the ground.
That's weird.
Just because people, imagine drunk people falling out.
Yeah,
looking for their keys,
can't imagine it.
Money's falling out of their pockets.
I'm imagining Tony's people where I could tell you there's not money flowing. And that's why they're at Tony's.
I know, it's a lot of nickels and dimes.
The
money at a young age.
How old are you now?
I'm 41.
Okay, so we're the same age. All right. So that happens.
What happened, Al?
Yeah, what happened?
What happened?
Anybody looking at the picture goes, no, they're not. That's his dad.
What happened?
Yeah, well, he decided to go down the workout path, and I decided not to. I mean, that's pretty much the straight and simple of it. He decided he made what we call good life choices.
Mike hit the gym, and you hit the fucking marshmallows.
I hit gyms.
Well, were you a skinny kid?
Up until about 7th grade,
Right.
and then I grew 6 inches and blew up. And I was actually in decent shape until like mid to late high school, and then I stopped playing sports as much and started drinking more and kept eating the same way as I did in my early teens.
Right. Yeah, I was just the opposite. I was always a fat kid. It wasn't until high school I actually.
So is that what it is? Like, so when you are the fat kid, you're like, I want to do something for a change. Me, I'm just like, I got lazy. I wasn't the fat kid.
Honestly, I think the turning point was when I left Bonner and I actually got to go to high school with girls.
Yeah.
I had to make a change.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the priest will take anything then, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, whatever.
Not allowed to make free jokes anymore on this show.
Yeah, well, we weren't one day and Holbrook broke the rule.
36 years not making any jokes, and I do it right in front of the mom whose son just became a priest. Anyway, so you graduated Interborough, moved out to Chesco. Sorry, Academy Park. I'm so sorry.
Come on.
Academy Park, and then out to Chesco. So kettlebells.
Kettlebells.
That's the whole reason we're here.
Yep.
Kettlebells. When did you were you into
kettlebells?
Were you into fitness like already?
Yeah, I was just a gym rat.
Gym rats from the football days, or just
I had to give my shout outs. I went to Massio's gym in Clifton.
Yeah, we all did. We both
Yeah.
did. Also, what happened?
Yeah.
With the Massio's, then it became knockout.
Pfeiffer's.
No, Pfeiffer's.
It was Pfeiffer's knockout.
I think I had left before that all happened.
Okay.
And then I went to LA Fitness in Springfield because
I've done that too. I feel like that's the path that a lot of people go. It's like, I want to be more serious. I'm going to Springfield.
Yeah, I think by that time I moved up to Chester County, and I actually met my friend down there. I would drive down every single morning at 5 a.m.
So you were a gym rat. It was like part of your daily routine, your personality. It made you feel better.
Yep.
Like, okay. So you already had that instilled in you. And then, so when does it go from gym rat, pumping weights, trying to make cardio? What were you originally going to the gym for? What was your inspiration there?
Holbrook doesn't really know why people go to the gym.
It's all about feeling good, looking good.
So there was not like an end goal, like you wanted to break weight records?
No, I could care less. I just wanted to look good, feel good.
Look
glamour
good,
muscles.
Good.
Yeah.
Trying to press the ladies.
Beach muscles. That's all it was.
Glamour muscles.
But I got bored.
All biceps, they don't do anything.
I got bored to tears, and this guy that I was training at the gym I was currently going to in Malvern, he just got done like doing kettlebell stuff. So I was like, hey, that looks cool. Can you train me? So he trained me and like completely transformed my entire outlook on fitness.
When did kettlebells become like a big? I want to call it a fad, but like
technically in like 2001.
Yeah. Because like you said, we're the same age, and I don't even think I knew what a kettlebell was 20 years
Was there a defining factor that like moved it up? Kind of like how like the Olympics a couple years ago when cupping became like a thing.
Yeah.
Is there like a defining moment where people were just like, shit, that is something to look into?
Kind of like docking.
No, I hate to say, but I think CrossFit actually pushed it.
Gotcha.
All right. I always ask the workout, what is your stance on CrossFit?
Right now, currently, I think it's a lot better than it was back in.
Because I felt like it's everything you were taught
2017.
as a kid working out that you shouldn't have done.
Do you think it was reckless?
They just put that in a CrossFit.
I do sometimes.
The
It really
very- the
depends
very-
on the place you go to.
the very little amount I know about physical fitness, I'm like CrossFit. I'm just like that seems literally reckless, rushed,
Yeah.
and not really.
It was
accomplishing
everything that we
anything.
were taught not to do
Right.
in one workout.
I
You know what,
believe.
grab that tire with your teeth.
I believe in
hurl it
functional
with your neck.
fitness, and what they do is kind of outrageous. But I really do think it comes down to the program.
Lift
of
with
the
your back
studio.
and make quick jerking movements.
Just go as fast as you possibly can. That's really what hurts people. Over time.
David's saying you love CrossFit.
Yeah.
So you were already like on your path to doing, fitness and all that stuff, and then you learned of kettlebells when you had moved out to Chester County.
Yep.
We're going to Malvern, and then you kind of fell in love with it, I guess,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
And how long were you an apprentice of the art before you made a move forward?
4 years.
4 years of being the apprentice of the art.
Yeah, I started training in 2005, and I opened the business in 2009.
2009.
Yeah.
Damn, that seems cutting edge shit, man. That seems way ahead. Of
I
the
feel like
curve.
you're ahead of the kettlebell regime.
Yeah, I think when I started, I was like, man, these things are going to be like the standard in all gyms.
Yeah.
Just like dumbbells. I think they're slowly getting there because you go to any gym now, I think they have kettlebells.
Do you think it's like kind of like fitness with that has regressed back to like the 30s and 40s? Because they used to be like, oh, ha, ha, and they
Right.
show like the 1940s Olympians like lifting things like that. Was that how it all started? Like a hipster kind of thing? Like, let's go back to the 30s.
Actually, there are some kettlebell specific movements that actually started in the circus.
Yeah,
Ooh, with the strongmen?
You always saw the
Yeah.
strong
Yeah,
guys with
yeah,
the
yeah,
kettlebells
yeah,
in the
So
picture.
people don't know this, but it's something called the Turkish get up. Actually,
Oh,
developed,
I've been to Femi's Pizza before. I
Yeah.
know how they dress.
Yeah.
It developed in the circus.
I've shopped
It was
on
a circus
Temu.
act. So it's pretty wild.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because that's exactly the first time I saw kettlebells was probably in cartoons,
Yep.
referencing back to that era. And then I was like, holy shit, they're back. And I was like, I guess they're replacing like medicine balls, and I was fucking wrong with that. So, what is the difference besides like the accessibility of different moves you can do between a kettlebell and a dumbbell or anything else like that?
It's the weight management where it's displaced as
Uh-huh.
you lift it. So when you lift it, when you do a shoulder press, it's placed on the back of the arm versus on the side of the hands.
Like the
So
right
if you-
place,
which
like the right place
Sure.
it should be. Okay, yeah.
instead of on the side of the hands like a dumbbell.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is placed throughout lifts challenges your body a little bit more.
Oh, it challenges them more.
Sure.
Does it focus
You-
on the
you
correct?
utilize more muscle,
Oh,
What if you don't
right.
have what you call muscle?
just like total body muscle.
Gotcha.
And ballistic movements get your heart rate up, allows you to do more reps faster and easier, more fluid.
Really?
I don't know what Ariana means by this, but Mike's kids know how to do the get-ups.
That's
Turkish
actually my
get-ups.
sister.
Oh, that's your sister.
That's my
So
sister.
Ariana Eck is your sister. Is it Eck? Am I
Yes.
saying that right?
Yes.
Because Eck is like the sound that women make when Holbrook hits on them. Is it Eck? Eek. Or maybe it's Eek.
Eek.
Eck.
It's the
Yeah.
noise I make after one rep of. most
Speaking of
things.
that, Danielle's joining into the chat. Mike should do a history of kettlebells inspired workouts because I'm intrigued. So I feel like she's kissing up now.
No, she
No,
wrote.
Danielle's
No,
been
I'm
a
messing.
great client.
That's what I've heard from her.
Forever. I honestly,
I mean, everything she touches gets better. I mean, Holbrook, it's gotten better.
I've gotten worse.
I don't know, Holbrook. I feel like you would have been a lot worse right now if it wasn't for her.
No, stop.
no, I think she talks very highly of you.
Does she really?
really
She
does.
speaks very highly of you.
Listen, even people who make
True,
good
really good.
decisions make a bad one now and
That's
then.
true. Even a blind squirrel's right every so often.
Blind-
Even a broken clock's right twice a day.
But what woke up one day and said, Mike said, kettlebells. That's what I want to do. Kettlebells.
I wanted to have a business, and I thought it was a good business.
You
so.
like I
in 2019, when like the world was kind of like going to shit, you made like a big career choice and just said, oh, "That's it, I'm fucking doing it."
Mhm.
What were you doing beforehand?
I was an auto mechanic.
So that's a steady, 50-hour week job, like
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And you were just like, I have the collateral and the gumption to just go for it in a
Yep.
world full of troubles.
Mhm.
And here you are, 90,000 fucking likes later. When did you launch the YouTube channel?
YouTube channel I actually started in 2008, and I was
Oh
actually,
wow!
I was actually doing some like random things.
more like just regular
Well,
workout stuff.
it was
not
like
just
it was like
kettlebell.
reels and shorts before reels and shorts were
Yeah,
even
yeah,
around.
yeah.
So it was like really short.
So you're an innovator. You were there. You were the hipster
But,
of reels.
Yeah, I mean, if subscribers go back in like 2018, 2017, they see like I'm doing these really short workouts,
Yeah.
like you would see currently, And then it wasn't until the pandemic that I actually uploaded a full length, like 45-minute workout.
What's
where,
a short workout by
well,
like,
it's
the
just a
definition
demonstration of like the
of
different
like the
movements.
how to properly do it?
Yeah.
We're talking
Technique.
like 45 second, 2
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Basically, someone said like if they typed in like
And
what's a proper way to like tone this muscle, you would come up.
right.
Wow.
And it was funny. One of the these women magazines during the pandemic actually posted one of my videos
Yeah.
as one of those short videos. Hey, it is one of these workouts you can do at home with a kettlebell, which may have or may have not contributed to the
The
Sure.
influence.
ongoing. Yeah.
Was there a
maybe.
big like upturn from that?
I
But
can't really tell.
so you're at 90,000. Like let's say February 2020. Where were you at numbers wise?
Oh, we were less than 3,000.
So the pandemic like really like
Yeah.
started the yeah. I mean that makes total
It wasn't
sense.
until like August or September 2020 that
Yeah.
I really started seeing some growth. So I started actively putting more videos out.
Was Danielle one of your mentees before then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's
I
been
think
there
she
since
was
the beginning.
early 17, 18 maybe.
What?
Yeah. I'm telling you, she's been around for a while.
We call that pre-Holbrook.
Yeah.
Where life decisions were good.
Where was so you left being a fucking auto mechanic? Wow.
Yeah,
But-
I actually right there, Robin Ford. I graduated high school.
Oh
started
wait a
Robin
minute! Now
Ford.
that you've said it,
Robin
now that
Ford.
you've said, it, I got to bring this up. I was going to hold it off for
Go
a
ahead.
second, so we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to do a little go down memory lane here because apparently Sean Nicholson is talking about Robin Ford, and is this true?
Yes.
You were the Robin,
I
flapping his wings in the Robin costume
yes.
at Robin Ford.
Yes, I played the Robin a few times.
So you're a cult classic hero as well.
I could be.
I mean,
Philly fanatic, gritty, the Robin Ford.
yeah,
In my opinion,
I
local
remember
mascots.
that.
Yeah,
Is
Sa-
Sean
it
a
was-
friend
it
or
was
an
more or
ex-friend
less
now?
He's my brother.
Oh, he's your brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was usually Saturdays, a couple hours. I get paid.
I remember this. I do remember this. I
Yeah.
grew up in Clifton.
Well, you got paid how much cash
$100 cash.
to flap your fucking wings for how long?
I know it's got to be
It
hot
was like
though.
3 or 4 hours.
It's got to be hot
No,
though.
still
But
that's
it was just
still.
like, remember that was
I
a long
don't
time
know.
ago.
$25 an hour.
And I was young.
Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, that's good.
You know, I was
that's good
18 or 19
cash
years
rate.
old.
Oh, at 18 or 19, yes, my lord, yes.
Yes, the Mad Barbarian is
say,
the
he
fellow
used-
mascot.
He was the Bonner fucking Friar.
Who, Mad Barbarian?
Yeah, he
Really?
I didn't
was,
know
yeah.
that.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah, he was the Bonner Friar back then. So you left Robin. I was that the
I
last
left
place
Robin
you
Ford.
were
And
at.
I actually moved to when I moved to Chester County.
Oh, that's when. Oh, so you were a young buck.
So
Yeah.
just like the
You were
guy
go-getter
Phil in
from the
here,
beginning.
you're a Delco guy from this area because he's also from the C. Kane Ridley area,
Mhm.
and he moved out to Chester County.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
That
you're
was the
really,
thing to do back in the day.
You're really proud of being from Delco when you move out there because people don't understand. It's really two different worlds.
They're
It
weird,
really
man.
is.
They're weird. You want like I want to like get really into it one day and like explain it. So you were from Collingdale, like originally. Okay, so you get it, just like I get it, just like Al gets it. Out there, like they have their like childhood friends and all that shit, but like it's a lot of small communities that are not necessarily right next to each other. A lot of cul-de-sacs, like
Right.
whatever. They don't have the gridded streets.
No.
So their youth of like trying to be shady, trying to do like weird things, sneaking out, doing all this stuff. They needed a ride from a parent. Well, we could just be scumbags sneaking through the darkness.
Absolutely true.
It really taught you
It
to
really-
be a better shitty person.
So even Ariana is saying she's loving Chesco now. But like, is there like Holbrook was saying, there is different parts of Chesco because like if you get right into it, like right up Route 1 there, and you get into like Kennett Square or West Grove,
Yeah,
those kind
that's-
of areas, like they're like kind of Delco light in some ways because a lot of people have moved from Delco, have moved up those areas
Yeah.
over the years. My uncle was one of those people I know. You know, he went and bought his house now. It probably could sell for $700,000. He probably bought it for $200
Sure.
barely, not that long ago. You know, it really depends on what, like, all right, so she's saying West Goshen. To me, that's like Westchester, Chester
Yeah.
County area. But like when I say Chester County, I'm thinking like Lincoln
So
University.
no, so here's the thing: you got to think about. You said, Kennett Square and stuff like that being Chester County.
Yeah.
So look at on the Delco side. That's like saying you're from Radnor.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
a good way of putting
two
it.
completely different worlds.
Yeah.
So you're saying, yeah, like there is a Clifton in Chester County, and it's called West Calm Township. Like it is. But no, I do.
Fancy Chesco, as
Sure.
Dave says.
I realize that like just from dating Danielle, she remembers her childhood, but just number one, someone from Delco usually doesn't remember their childhood. But she'll she'll explain and be like, yeah, we grew up on like in one cul-de-sac and our parents would drive us here. I'm like, oh my God, we would have just lied about how we were going to Wawa and smoke weed for 3
I would,
days.
I would walk miles and miles to different towns,
Right,
and because everything's so close too,
right.
Mm-hmm.
everything over there you have to drive.
And the other
Yeah.
thing is, no offense to Chesco, is that
Oh, no,
they
total offense.
are
Take it.
they
Take it,
are
Chesco.
geographically like every like half a mile is a different town.
Yeah.
But they're all the same fucking town. Out here, Collingdale is very different from Darby.
Oh, yeah,
Collingdale is
yeah,
very
yeah.
different from
Agreed.
Clifton.
I was going to say, yeah.
Clifton's very different from Springfield. Lansdowne's very different from Upper Darby.
Right,
Upper
they
Darby's
are
very
all
different
different
than
little
Havertown.
spaces.
And they're all next to each other. Out there, it's like West Bradford, East Goshen, West Goshen, fucking Willistown. I'm like, these are all the same, man. Like,
Yeah, I think it is generally nicer out there overall.
Yeah.
I love it out there right now, but just coming from the roots and just talking to people, it's so much different.
Well, what do you miss the most?
is it the food? Oh, you're like in shape. so
I
it wouldn't
look
matter,
at my kids and
Yeah, you don't care about food.
I look at the kids and they just, hang out front of our house. When I was a kid, their age, I would be riding my bike halfway across town.
Yeah.
Like you could go 3 towns over without
Right.
going too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
And you would have 30 friends in between.
I mean, like I grew up in Clifton, right behind the field,
Okay.
and you could ride your bike
Down
2 miles
Springfield
from
Road.
your house probably and hit Springfield Road, hit Clifton and Springfield,
Mhm.
and only be about 30 minutes out from where you
Right.
started.
And your kids are in one school district out there too, and that was kind of one thing you did Bonner and you did Academy Park,
Right.
where Academy Park is small geographically. You are going to encounter in your daily life students who went to other schools. At
Mhm.
Bonner, you are going to encounter people who went to whatever town you're from, whether you're from Briarcliff, whether you're from Lansdowne, Upper Darby.
Yep.
So there's a lot of more cross mingling. It's not a bad thing. I mean, it might have made me a worse person, but anyway, so. You left Robin Ford, moved out to Chesco. 2008, you started the YouTube channel that we are trying to get to 100,000. And if you haven't gotten the message of this Delco listening to right now, obviously go on there. What is it called? Precision Fitness?
Precision kettlebells.
That's okay. Sorry.
Not
Precision
kettlebells.
Kettlebells with an E. Precision Kettlebells. That's the full name.
Yep.
_ space.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm really
Okay.
thinking about saying it now. You put this in my head.
Kettlebells.
If you never said it, I'd probably be fine. But now I'm so I just did not know they were called kettleballs by other people.
It's so common. I just had somebody come into my studio today, wanted me to buy something off of them, and she's like, "So how can I contact you?" I said, "It's Mike at Precision Kettlebells." She just couldn't understand what business name I was saying. I said, "It's just Mike at Precision Kettlebells." I was like, "You
Where
came
was she
into my
from?
business."
Is it your Delco accent?
I was going to say, where was she from? Because I wonder if
I
the
don't know.
accent made it sound like balls to her.
I don't know,
But they don't know. We don't say balls. We say balls.
Yeah.
So you had enough money to put aside at 2009, 41. You would have been 24.
So no. So here, well, yeah, I was 24, 25.
Yeah, I got it right.
I started
He
the
can do
business. I started business, in my opinion, the right way to start a business.
Yeah.
I was like, you get clients first and then quit your full-time job.
Yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
it wasn't
Yeah.
until 2015 I actually quit my full-time job
Oh, okay.
entirely.
Okay.
So I already had a really good base of clients. And then
What were you doing
going,
before?
I was still an auto mechanic
Yeah.
Okay.
at a Jeep dealership.
Okay.
Oh.
So it wasn't still Robin Ford. You didn't go from Robin
No,
Ford
no.
doing the Robin right into kettlebells.
Did
No.
you
Like you ever like
recruit?
to kind of like just do kettlebells, flapping your wings out there?
Did you
That would be
recruit
good.
Jeeples?
No.
I feel like
Because-
the Jeeples
Oh,
would
Jeep
be
people are
kettlebell
crazy.
It
people.
wasn't that big back then.
No,
I think
really?
it's just more emphasized now.
What, kettlebells or
No, the
Jeeples?
Jeeples.
Oh yeah.
I kind of
Do you drive a Jeep or a Ford?
I actually have a Dodge Ram.
Oh, going to.
And I actually do. I guess
You
I
went
do
all the
have
way
a
to
Jeep.
GM?
No, Dodge Ram is Dodge Jeep.
thought cheap.
Come on, get your cars right.
They're all General Motors, aren't they?
No.
Is
General
Dodge
Motors
not
is-
General Motors?
Is Chevy and GM and GMC.
Dodge isn't General Motors.
No.
Dodge
Dodge
Jeep.
is Mopar. Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep.
Yeah.
I did not.
It's a
think
freaking
Russ in
corner.
Detroit.
It's in Springfield right there. That whole corner right there.
It's all right. Now you know. It's okay.
He doesn't like being taught
So
things.
GM
What do
right
you
now.
drive?
GM right now is Chevy.
Yeah, what do you
Buick.
drive, Holbrook?
It's Chevy Buick, a Hummer or whatever,
Yeah.
right? And then
GMC.
GMC. And Dodge is not one of them. My lord.
Ariana's saying half the
My
time
life is a lie.
Dodge and Jeeps. Is this a
Yeah.
thing? It just like I would never say I'm a car person, like a certain type of car, but I've owned Fords my whole life. I've had 3 Ford Explorers. I had a Ford Mustang before I had kids. I except for my first 2 cars, which I got handed down to me from my grandfather. I paid like $200 for an old Chrysler, an '86 Chrysler. And then my dad, I bought his Pontiac Grand Am off of him. But after that, it's Ford. And I don't think myself as a Ford guy. I just happen to work
Sure.
out that way.
I grew up with Fords too, and everybody in my family Chevy guys.
Found on the road dead.
Yeah. So I had Fords until I started working at a Jeep dealership. I bought a Dodge Ram, and now we get stuck with Jeeps because the Jeep dealership. I have a really good relationship with the owner there, so my entire family gets deals.
I kind of Jeeple. I kind of mix them into like WXTU concert goers. Like they're really country for that moment while they're at the concert type thing.
That's how I feel about Kenny Chesney.
Yeah, they're almost as bad as motorcycle guys who have to like rev their engine out front of a bar or just are in the middle of the street just to let everybody know that they're there.
Yeah,
but not as bad.
So, where was your first physical gym that you bought in 2019?
So I never had a gym. I actually taught classes at a park outside of my truck.
Holy shit.
So I would load up kettlebells in the back of my truck, and I would have a good 5 or 10 people, and we would do it outside in a park. And I had Christmas lights during the wintertime.
Fucking right. Dark. Where was the park?
It was
mostly
on Route 29 in Malvern.
Trooper? Oh, yeah. Okay. And you had a good following that you had recruited from there? Yeah. And they pay it's before.
I think at that time they just played per session. It was like $15 or something.
In cash?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Dude,
so
this
is the actual now location. That's pretty big location.
Where was this is not the first one though, right?
Now this is the last one, I hope.
Okay.
I don't think we have to go anywhere.
Or unless you start franchising.
After the after the teaching in the Route 29 park, where was the first building you got?
We actually rented an old house next to the car dealership I worked at because the owner owned the house. He actually sold motorcycles out of it. So what we did was we gutted out the first floor and we just had classes at the first floor of this house.
How many people were?
We used to shove 15 people in that room.
Fucking right.
I like how you put it. Yeah, we just shove 15 dudes or girls.
It worked out, but then it caught on fire.
Oh, it happens.
Were the people still shoved in?
Loves arson.
It was wild. They used to store motorcycles in the basement.
Of course.
And overnight, they must have them on trickle charge or something, and one of them caught fire.
Of course.
And obviously, we had to move. We couldn't work out with a soot-filled room.
Oh, no?
So across the street, there's...
You should have started something new. This is like, people wear those what are those ventilation masks they wear?
Oh my God, yeah.
What is that
Could you
called?
imagine it'd be like 2020 back then?
Yeah.
Everybody had to wear a mask working out.
Yeah, you guys are used to it anyway. Just get into it.
So when that happened, we actually found a spot out of the blue, 1,500 square feet across the street behind
I love how it was out of the blue. It was across the street.
Completely out of the blue. It was this...
I've been staring at it every day. I just didn't know it.
It's this long, warehouse building with 7 units.
Okay.
And the middle was completely empty. They just use it as storage. It's a lighting company. So there are so many lights in this building. It's crazy. But anyway, we kind of went in there and we made a deal real quick. We turned it around 2 months. And we were at that studio for about 3.5 years.
And then some of the lights lit on fire. And
but we did have a plumbing
problem. They gave him a great deal because he threatened him with arson.
We had a plumbing problem. They blamed on us. And shit would come out of the drain in the parking lot. They kept blaming it on us.
It's all that high protein diet, all your workout, other people doing the workouts. Do
kettlebells make you shit?
No.
No, there's no excuse then, Danielle.
Yeah.
you never know what you're eating before you get into it.
Yeah.
So don't eat something.
Here's a funny
wild lunch and then come swing kettlebells.
What's the worst thing to eat before kettlebells?
Nothing. Just don't eat anything.
So it's funny. I used to work at the YMCA down the street here. I would be the guy just sat in the back and check people in as they came into the gym. And there was the stairmaster, whatever the hell you want to call it. All you hear is this dude just starts vomiting, and I'm like, "What the hell did you eat?" Oh, I had a Greek salad and a couple glasses of wine before I came in. It was putrid smelling. Everybody had to leave. It was it was feta cheese and wine regurgitated. It was the worst. I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah, we get some people who just randomly throw up.
Really?
More or less new people.
He's like,
right.
Work harder.
Blaze through it.
At least they're respectful and do it in the bathroom.
Yeah, if you're gonna spew in there.
Yeah.
The fuck, where's I going with that? Now caught me off guard puking up Greek salad. Have you ever had anyone let go of the kettlebell?
Oh yeah.
Break a mirror.
Nothing
break a mirror.
Awful dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's the most damage that's been caused?
So in our
He
new
burnt the place down.
so
It broke the toilet. Now
so
we have
in,
a sewage
so
problem.
in the studio I'm talking about, in the lighting studio, it was a raised floor because beforehand
It was a dance studio.
it was
Oh, you
actually a
said lighting
martial
studio.
arts studio.
Oh, really?
So it was raised up about 3 or 4 inches, and it had plywood. We have this guy, and he's still a client to today. I tease him all the time. His name's Tim. We used to do slam
Tim.
balls. So slam balls are weighted balls you would throw on the ground
Mhm.
and pick them up. He would purposely throw them as hard as he possibly could so he can put a hole in the floor. And every time we did slam balls, I could have sworn on my life he put a hole in the floor. So I'd be rolling out to Home Depot, getting a piece of plywood and screwing it down into the floor every single time.
was he
we
doing
did
I
it.
think my 8-year-old does that.
Was he doing it to get out of doing more?
No, I just think he was being a dick.
Like when it would be like burpees,
No,
he'd be like, okay, just lay on the ground.
It had a really bad water issue in that building, just for humidity reasons.
It made the floor real soft.
It did make the floor real soft, and God knows how long that flooring was there. But
That's actually my
either which way,
profile,
we
too.
got out of it because of all the shit paper, and they blamed it on us, saying our women were like flushing underwear and shit down.
Yeah.
I was like,
Is that a
this
thing? I
was
didn't even
like,
know that.
This is ridiculous. I was like,
Oh, don't need these panties anymore.
and
Flush.
we actually paid, mind you, like we paid lease. We had a rent, very cheap rent, but we actually paid a plumbing company to come out, and they just said the pipes were just jacked up
They're old.
in this entire thing. So
Was it a clog in the main line?
Yeah.
Oh, you
That's
could have
why
asked
going out to-
Danielle's fucking
It's
dad.
going out to the street.
Yeah.
It was the main plumbing going out to the street.
Ran into that
And-
recently, and
and
we had to
it's
have.
awful.
So Catherine's saying true story. Are you saying true story about flushing panties,
No,
Catherine,
yeah,
or
probably.
like what he's telling about? Because as a female, I need to know, like, is this a thing that people do that plumbers like? Like, I just feel like this guy was reaching for a reason for it to be your fault. Like, I believe all the women that come in here, because we don't have any women in the other spots, are flushing their underwear.
I'm telling you,
Shit cake lingerie must have been a kettlebell.
the owner of the
Six,
place was just like,
dude.
yeah, the plumber came out with a whole thing of underwear. I was like, that's impossible.
I'm framed.
Yeah,
I've been
That's
framed.
ridiculous.
Was it what was it? A Zoom Drain?
Oh yes, a Zoom Drain, great place, great company.
They were sponsored Delco today. We had Zoom Drain out at our apartment for 11 hours overnight, and they left at 5:28 in the morning.
And then Danielle goes, "What caused the problem?"
And-
They look over at Holbrook, shake their head, and keep walking.
I just
Should we know?
I fixed my lingerie and I said, "Just going to kettlebells."
Yeah, Holbrook's like, "I don't want these boxer shorts anymore." Just started shoving them down the toilet.
Going to kettlebells.
I'm not doing laundry, Danielle.
Farted.
Sorry.
There was evidence, and I was like, I need to dispose of it.
That's
So you moved across. Wait, so
So
it burned down. You moved
after-
across the street.
After 5 years in the toilet, maybe it was 4 years in the toilet place. We moved down the street.
4 years right down the drain.
Right, there you go. We moved down the street, in my opinion, probably the best location.
So
in
you have
Malvern,
had 3
so
places that just were within 100 feet of each other.
It literally a mile down the road.
Very parochial.
Oh, I forgot. Out there, that's another weird thing that freaks me out.
Everything's far.
Everything's miles instead of minutes.
Yeah.
Like out here, it's like, oh, I'm
It's
from
like 5
Collindale.
minutes down the
Oh, I'm
road.
from Lansdowne. How far is that? You'd be like, I don't know, man. 5 minutes, 10 minutes in traffic. Out there, it's just like,
everything's so
oh, the
far.
Wawa's next door. Go 3 miles. I'm like, what the fuck's a mile?
That's true. And you can't ride your bike to the Wawa. There's no road.
I
You
don't
gotta
see a lot of
sidewalks.
bikes out there. No, I do not.
And people try to do it. They try to run too in the middle of like the main road.
Yeah,
not the best.
yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of dead deer too, and they're like apex animals. So like,
We have a whole family of deer in our backyard. We have this
Until-
big blue buck with like a whole rack.
damn.
And
That's a nice rack you
I
got
have
there,
a
Buck.
client. I have a client. It's so sad. I have a client. He came in the other day. He lives probably like 3 neighborhoods behind me. He goes, yeah, I came home the other day and I saw a buck standing in my front yard with this huge rack, 2 broken front legs. I was like, oh, he's like, he was trying to get away. He just couldn't do it.
At least he's got a nice rack.
For real though, like
Do you think they
it was a
heal?
huge rack. It was like wasn't little points. It was like a big.
Yeah, it's a
Do you think the legs heal like by default?
No,
I
they're
want
dead.
to. I'm
They're
gonna.
done.
I'm gonna pretend you
I
said
think,
yes,
I
and
think, I
everyone
think
lives
he said he
happily ever
called,
after.
Called the
Yeah.
cops and they put him down.
Holbrook would like you to Disney,
yeah, yeah.
Disney story the situation.
You ever
for
had
him.
any deer hit you out there?
I actually hit a deer. Yeah, I hit the back end of it and it slid across the road and just kept running.
Oh, it kept going. So my birthday's late October, and I've lived out there 2 years, but 3 Octobers. If that makes any sense. The same week every year, I don't hit a deer hits me, and it's almost like fucking
The
clockwork.
deer goes,
I
damn,
really
you see
like
the size of that one?
I believe it.
All 3 have died. I have
Did they mess
essentially
your car up?
Oh my God, yes, but it's an
You would
04
never know.
Malibu,
You would
so
never know.
it's,
You would never
yeah.
know. Holbrook would be like, "Oh, I got hit by 6 deers today." I'd be like,
Literally, the first time, like it's dead. Like it's dead. I almost teabagged it. I was so mad at it. It broke a headlight. Not even the whole headlight.
I
Like, I
would
just needed to
pay
twist the
to
bulb.
see that. By the way,
Yeah.
take that, deer.
The second one broke my windshield wiper, which is super annoying at that time of year. And the third one really is a tough one to explain on the side of the
What was
front
your
quarter
reaction?
panel. The first one was like, ah! The third one was, ah! And the fourth one was like, it better not, God damn it. Because it ran right across the median. I'm like, I see it. It had better see me. And then boom.
I gotta
'Cause
wait.
I don't hit them. They hit the side.
So was it on like a busy highway?
It was all on Route 3 on fucking.
okay.
It was all on Westchester Pike,
Yeah.
all between Newtown Square and fucking like Willistown, all that shit.
Mhm.
Right where the speed limit goes up to
Yeah,
55, and
sure.
those deer go from fucking smart to stupid.
See, I live in Clifton Heights. I still got to worry about gunshots and fireworks. That's no bucks. No bucks.
Fun fact: one time when I used to ride my bicycle when I was in my 20s to Tony's Bar on Broad Street, I would come down your street.
You were the local drunk that you saw on the bike because he couldn't drive.
You can't give me a DUI. I'm fucking
Yes,
walking
you
my
can.
bike, dude.
Actually,
I'm
you can.
walking my bike, officer. Because a lot of hills. When you come down your street, Broadway, to the fucking Clifton Pool, there is deer there sometimes.
Yeah, there is.
And in a car, it's just like, oh dear, no pun intended. When you're on a bike, you're like, oh dear,
Yeah.
now I'm unprotected,
Yes.
and I have 5 of them looking at me angry.
And they think you're a predator.
Yeah, which I
mean,
fucking am.
you look like somebody would eat a deer raw. So
Which
I mean,
am.
real quick, let's
We've gotten off track of getting the fucking
Talking about
precision kettlebells of 100,000 fucking
but
likes.
let's hit a couple of these stories up.
Yeah, shit,
We
that's
have a little
right.
time here. Holbrook, why don't we take right now everything is kind of
Well, take this time to go fucking follow. Sorry for the profanity. To go follow Precision Kettlebells any way you want to spell it on YouTube. It doesn't mean shit to us. You go follow them. We want to get
It
this
makes pretty
Delco,
numbers.
born, bred, raised person who's making a lot of people's lives better in Delco and Chesco and vice versa. Get them that goddamn plaque because we're gonna be posting that plaque when it shows up with that play button.
we're gonna go over and touch it.
Yeah.
Just so we can say we. I'm gonna take a picture. Like, look what we did.
Yeah.
Actually, it was funny. I saw somebody like they bought one of those things from. It's like somebody sold it to a pawn shop or something like that.
I've actually seen a couple of your videos that you've done.
Uh-huh.
You're like I mean, we've gone completely off topic. You're like really good at hosting that shit.
Thanks.
Are you do your own editing and everything?
Yeah, I just use iMovie and Keynote.
Okay.
Like the way
I'm very
even Danielle was describing, you probably need minimal editing.
yeah.
Like you're really good at putting it together because she showed me, DDP yoga, which is like super professionally done, all that shit. And she does the yoga with Nadia, or whatever the fuck her name was. I'm like, your shit is literally
Nadia.
to the point, dude. It is fucking the most important thing you could have, especially in 2024. You hit play and you fucking nail it almost like right away.
Well, I think what separates me the most from a lot of fitness influencers is that they have those
Influencers.
highly edited
Yeah.
things, and they all play music that you probably don't like,
Yeah.
and nobody communicates with anybody.
All right, we need 3 lunges.
Yeah. So I raw dog it all, no music.
Fucking A,
And
raw dog.
I'll
Anytime you hear the word raw dog, come on board.
I walk you through the entire thing.
Yeah.
and I work out with you, so I'm pretty much dead.
You're not the
Puffing
one
and
like
puffing.
screaming at it, keep going.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
you didn't
real.
do
No,
anything.
I'm doing the workout as it's my own workout. I'm just kind of guiding you through it and teaching you along
Could
the
you
way.
bring us in as trainers one day? How funny would that be? I got Hollywood Holbrook here to train this class,
Yeah,
and
let's
it's like
do it.
like two moves. He's like
We can make it
he's like
live.
winded and pulling muscles.
You start slow, I'll do it.
We'll do it.
We'll
I
put it off
started slow
a
yesterday. And I think I had somebody go blind.
blind. I probably would.
Yeah, why not?
What's the shortest session you normally do?
I usually my shortest on YouTube is probably like 30 minutes.
30 minutes? Is there like
People like
ample
the 30
rests?
minutes. No, 30 minutes are like directly all in, nonstop.
And
Just keep going.
it utilizes every like muscle thing. Is there any ones you have out there that are like focused on specific muscles?
No specific muscles, but I'll do groups. I'll do upper body or lower body
Sure.
focuses.
Sure.
And that's the best part about kettlebells. It's not like you're just going to tear apart your arms. You're not going to the
Yeah,
gym and
yeah,
just
yeah.
doing bicep curls and tricep extensions all day long.
Yeah.
I call them beach muscles,
Glamour muscles.
Cali muscles, Cali pumps.
Like if anyone like we're not just saying go throw a random like in there because he was saying that the algorithm doesn't mean anything. Essentially, by the end, it'll help you get the fucking the thing. But they're good. Like I saw the clips and I was like, this is literally like
Holbrook-
this is Billy Blank's fucking like super edited sells for $90 things. Like it was hard to believe.
You
For
had
3
one?
days,
Billy
I did
Blank?
P90X. It's edited better than P90X. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no.
I thought it was like a perk 90, like 3 times a perk 30. Found out it actually does.
He heard the word perk. And he was good
Yeah,
to
I
go.
heard P90. I was
Speaking
like,
of this fat cow jerky, it'd probably be nice to have in the gym.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
a little
Some
synergy.
Ron.
He's actually out in your neck of the woods right now, too.
Is he?
Yeah, he would
He
love.
literally just
high
moved there.
protein snacks.
Where is the actual gym right now? If anyone's wondering if they want to do it
On
live.
Route 30 in Fraser / Malvern.
Fraser.
Everybody knows Nudie's Cafe.
Nudies.
No, do you really know it?
Yeah, no,
Nudie's Cafe in Chester County. We're next to probably the second.
Because there used to be one in yes, it's around Chester Pike, Sharon Hill. It used to be a Nudies, yeah.
All right. And it's in front of a Goldfish Swim School. So everybody knows those two landmarks. They don't know the fitness place.
Yeah. They're gonna.
They'll walk
they're
by
gonna.
it a dozen times to go into Nudies, but they don't know where we are.
They're gonna.
They
I'm gonna go
don't,
get something to eat, but I know that's a gym there, and I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
near.
Right.
So obviously you'd make more money if people sign up and went to your classes X amount of times or whatever. But the online thing is cool too. That I hope that's monetized.
Yeah,
at this
so
point, right? Okay.
YouTube's monetized. I'm not making a huge money.
Yeah.
I'm not as active as I could be. If I drop like 3 or 4 videos a week, I probably make a lot more money on YouTube being monetized.
Yeah.
But I think it really comes down to building a relationship with those YouTube people and just offering them a paid transformation program that we offer online. So therefore, if they're really trying to dial in their goals, because a lot of people just work out and they don't really see results.
Yeah,
that they want to at least.
Yeah,
they just work out. They don't really see. It's like, hey, I don't look like I work out, so that's my job.
Any do you have like any people that you're like reclamation projects? Like this guy or girl was hurting and back problems. Now they're working out and they're feeling great. Or big fat a-hole who just became a big.
Do you need a Scott Hall to your fucking DDP?
I need as many as possible.
All right, I'm a fat piece of shit with the Rift CFL.
We can definitely do it.
All right.
I helped the guy lose 102 pounds in less than a year.
I've lost $102 in the last couple days, easily.
That was just from eating nachos.
Yeah.
So
yeah, from what I've heard, you personally, especially going to the physical gym in near Nudies on Route 30, you also do actual like dietary things, right? Yeah, you do the macros and micros. Can you explain that to most of our fans who are?
If nobody knows, macronutrients and calories make the most important sense when it comes to nutrition.
This is brand new to most to our listeners, so I recommend getting it.
I'm thinking like macaroni and cheese macro.
No.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Macro means big, right? So big portions, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, eat big portions of food.
I'm down with that.
The big nutrients in a calorie. So a lot of people who fell into the keto trap a few years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, I did keto. I lost a bunch of weight. It's probably because you were in a calorie deficit.
I'm sorry. As a comment of the night right there.
I love it.
Mike, you turned Holbrook into Halfbrook.
Nice.
I love it.
That is fantastic.
I love it.
So am I just a waste of time? Is that what you say, Dave? Don't even waste your time with Al.
What's the fattest client you ever had?
When you signing up, Holbrook?
Yeah.
I had a guy who was like almost 400 pounds.
Like almost?
Almost.
Shut up.
Almost. Come on. Some people just aren't trying.
Let's go.
Let's fucking do it, man.
Got nothing to lose.
I don't know. I don't know if I can deal with. I don't know if I can.
I'm north of 350.
I don't know if I can deal with Swolbrook. Like, I don't know if I could. Holbrook coming in like, what's up? Which way's the gym? That's all right. I'll check it out. Like, I don't know if I can deal with that. Swolbrook. He would lose his whole identity.
It would probably change everybody around you.
Wow. That's a plea.
Oh God! Here's
that's
the
a plea.
Please save my boyfriend. Don't make beer nachos delicious.
We can do it. You can still eat nachos.
Intrigue.
Sold and sold.
So you do the physical training and all that, which is
nutrition is going to be 80% of the rule, no matter what you do. It's all about what your actual goal is. If you want to look like you work out, then you need to obviously work out.
So there's not like a cheat sheet to this.
No. But here's the easiest way. Just prioritize protein in all your meals, and you're good to go.
There's protein in cheesesteaks.
Yeah, if you just ate all the meat, you'd be good to go.
That sounds like keto, though. You were just saying all the people who fell into the keto trap.
No. Keto is high fat, moderate protein, low carb.
So people just stay away from the carbohydrate. Is carbohydrates the main offender?
No, not necessarily. It's
Okay.
just the calories. It's all about what's going to fill you first. What's going to fill you up?
Shame.
Oh wait, you're related to. So that's right. You're related to all the Hanleys.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Because that's
Wait,
the
the
third family.
cops?
The third family member from he's from Collingdale. Yeah.
So he might be my cousin.
Fourth Hamley. Mark was on here at one point.
Oh yeah, Mark Hanley's a cop in Ridley Park.
Oh, Mark Jr. was on here too.
Yeah.
So
Remember?
Mike, Mark, and now you.
Yeah.
That makes sense. They're great people.
Yeah.
I was drinking with the one at Tony's recently.
Love Holbrook no
and
matter
shout
what.
out because I saw Mike post it again today. R.I.P. to fucking Palmer.
This is it's pretty impressive, bold stuff here, my friend. Love Holbrook no matter what size, but my anxiety would go down significantly if I knew he was being healthy.
She's watching out for you. See that?
That's what they do.
Yeah,
I get it.
I think she's projecting.
No. Here's the thing. It's not until something happens that doctor tells you something's going to go wrong.
Yeah, listen, that's what was me. Like doctor's like, oh yeah, your blood sugar's like 700, dude. So you need to do something about this.
Yeah.
So
Al got diabetes after we drank Natter Days for 90 straight days, and then had a cooking contest that all involved rolls.
Yeah, that was.
But if I could tell you can eat cheesesteaks, nachos, and stuff like that, and still drink your beer, but
yes.
continue
Are you
to
the
lose-
Constitution?
but
Because I
continue
know
to
I
lose
can.
weight, I mean, you're an easy candidate because you would drop weight quick.
I would.
I'm telling you, it's easy. The bigger you are, the easier it is because your body doesn't want it.
Yeah, no, yeah, and the plateau issue and all that shit. I did. Me and Al did a very hyper competitive weight loss contest right before the pandemic.
we
for
took a
Martin
lot of
McGee's.
drugs to cheat.
I actually got that was actually a thing for me.
So what you guys do?
First thing we asked, where do you get amphetamines?
I went full fledged keto. We had 45 days to drop as many pounds as we could. It was called the Marty McGee's Fat Boy Challenge.
Yeah.
12 of us, all of us, 300 plus. How many pounds you could lose?
Everybody's rooting for you, Hollywood Holbrook. I like how people have given up on me.
Yeah.
Everybody's rooting for
Well,
you.
you got the diabetes, which is cheating.
So who won?
It was our friend Chris Schmidt who started at 300, dropped about 32. I started about 350-ish and dropped about 35. And then we did have our friend Sean Durgan, who was about 400 and lost 52, but they went by percentage.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a pretty close whatever. Everyone did really well. But what I did was I dropped 33-ish pounds in 45 days, and I went keto, and then I bought some hydroxycut that is banned in America, and you had to buy illegally from
Did
Brazil.
it have ephedra?
Oh, it sure did.
Oh,
Which, by the way, if you ever did that,
He said, "Oh yeah, hell yeah."
I'll tell you a true story right now.
It's like staring at the back of your eyelids.
I was
like
an
you don't go to
I
sleep.
was an ephedra junkie at the end of high school.
When it was like a thing,
Yeah.
before they
Hydroxycut was like you could buy that at the Getty
And
Mart.
apparently that damn Orioles player who died during spring training.
Oh,
dick.
the big boy,
he
yeah.
banned it all.
Yeah.
He banned it all. It was because of him. Ephedra is the best.
What
burner
do
on
they
the
call it? What is it? The EPA cocktail. It's the ephedrine, the aspirin, and the something else.
Oh, fen.
No. It actually killed a lot of WWE guys in the late 90s. It was like all the legal-ish things you could do. It was like the E something A cocktail.
Well, they had some good stuff in the early 2000s, late 90s.
Oh, dude, fen
Really
make you
good
shit.
stuff.
The Wow potato chips that make you shit yourself.
Well, it was like
Fucking
they had that pre-workout Jack 3D, which was a legal steroid.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you remember we always to Diet Fuel from, I guess, get Diet Fuel from GNC. It's Diet Fuel.
Yeah, Diet Fuel. Diet Fuel was oh my God,
Gonna pop you for 81 games in the MLB.
It was like the Optimum Nutrition brand or something like that, or not GNC. It was a Diet Fuel was huge. They had ripped fuel too.
Remember Stackers?
Yeah,
Stacker 2s,
Stacker 2s,
Stacker 3s. Yeah,
yeah, dude.
That's because Stacker 1 was outlawed, Stacker 2 was outlawed.
Yeah.
The
And then they had to go to
adrenaline rush you would get with those.
Oh, dude, you would.
God.
Twitch wouldn't even begin to question what you would be doing. We used to do it because I used to wrestle and to drop weight and all that. I was a heavyweight and I had to stay under a certain weight. And I was just like, I'm just gonna go. I'm like chewing on Stackers like they're Skittles.
We had in my 9th grade biology class, I had this kid who's like emo kid. And back then, like emo was like kind of new. But he
Yeah.
was like that depressed kid.
Mhm.
And I feel like I gave him a stack or two one time, and he loved it. He started buying stack or twos off me.
He was just doing it for the
I was selling
rush.
for like $3 a pop.
He was just doing it for the
Yeah,
rush. You were
he-
drug dealing. That's awesome.
Pretty much.
Love it.
Stack or two dealer.
That's how you defeat the emo music.
This
Go to My
conversation,
Chemical Romance and just starts throwing out the fucking chemicals
yeah,
that'll make them love romance
this
again.
conversation went fat real quick. Well, when me and Holbrook are
Well,
in the
that'll
conversation,
happen.
anything can happen. But let's
So what could you take if there was literally a 350-pound scumbag prototype?
I
What
have
could you do in
nothing.
1 month?
I have nothing wrong with supplements. It's all about your nutrition as well. So if you were to supplement your nutrition
Yeah.
with supplements, I'm all about it. It will speed things up, but
Yeah, you
taking,
had me at
if you will,
speed.
fat burners alone won't do anything.
Obviously.
So you got to be on point.
So don't be a scumbag, Holbrook, is what he's trying to say in a really
I tried to
nice-
win, man. I almost won.
just eat.
Yo, dude,
Don't-
how
just
much
don't-
money I lost doing that thing? Because we would send each other food.
That was
I would. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We
God.
would send. We were. It was ruthless.
Yo,
It was fucking
At one point, two
That
people
is
went out the bar
awesome.
and someone dripped butter and someone shot a whiskey.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was fucking rude.
that is so funny.
It was ruthless.
So
like
I have
that.
a lot of guys I try to like hype up before like summer or even like after summer in my gym. Hey guys, let's get there. We'll all put like $100 in a pot, see who wins or whatever. But that's a good idea. If I do
Ours
it
was
this year,
$2,000.
I'm gonna send them
Yeah.
motherfuckers beers.
Yeah, dude. I remember one of the
food.
couple of the guys.
Sending tasty
They were
cakes.
trying to get us to get together to
Oh,
watch
so funny.
a football game or something. I remember, and like half the people didn't go, and I was one of them. I ended up sending a hoagie tray to the house. They're like, we didn't order this. Like, it's from Al. Like, they get like a text me, you son of a bitch.
Oh my god.
We're not gonna eat it. You wasted your money. I'm like, okay, you're not gonna eat it, my ass.
Talk about hoagie trays. Primo's my favorite hoagie, guys. I used to dig on Leo's. Is it Lee's or Leo's?
Leo's.
Just like-
Which one?
You
Which
Leo's.
one?
No, he's talking about Chester Pike.
Yeah,
Both
Leo's.
those
Pike.
fit the criteria.
Is
Wasn't Lee's on fucking Chester Pike too?
Five
Lee's on
Edge.
McDade.
What's across the street from,
Nitty
or what
Fitties?
used to be KFC across the street?
That was
Lee's?
by
It was-
Domenico's,
must be
right?
Lee's, right?
Yeah. No, Leo's wasn't that KFC?
Leo's is down on like the Fall Cross Sharon Hill border.
No.
Lee's was caddy
Sharon
corner
Hill.
to Nitty 50s on
Yeah.
Oh no,
420.
it's definitely Sharon Hill.
Okay, then that's Leo's.
Leo's.
Leo's, yeah.
Big
Because
It would
John-
cheesesteaks?
pack
Yep.
Yeah.
that roll.
Yeah.
That
with
is
so
Leo's.
much hoagie.
That's what it was.
Oh my God,
That's
it's
I
the
mean, it
best.
was quantity over quality
Back,
in some
back
ways,
when you
though.
were living here, Leo's absolutely one of the best. No
Yeah.
offense to them now, they're not the prestige they
Okay.
used to have, but
Then we go to pretzels. My family's big on pretzels.
big.
And any time we get together, it's pretzel tray. And
From?
we're talking 30, 40 pretzels.
Wait,
Hold-
from where?
hold
We're
on,
like-
did you know this was going to be an intervention today? Did you get the memo? Because I didn't get the memo.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say,
Liquid dye.
Jesus,
Oh, we
yeah.
can clean that up real quick.
With
Uh,
alcohol?
oh, so you can do AA too? Is this like a thing?
So it's,
Many have
I-
tried.
I-
all
it's
have
not, it's not
failed.
about AA. It's all about what you're consuming. What are you drinking?
Miller Lite.
All right, so you're talking about 100 calories a can, essentially.
Technically 95.
How much is in the case? It'd be easier to figure out the math.
So I'm going to tell everybody a big trick. Anybody listening right now, especially the women who think drinking claws are going to be the best thing for you, it's going to be 100 calories no matter what. Anybody watching carbohydrate intake, it's technically 25 carbohydrates.
Oh, you're that one putting that
So
math and
when they
Daniel's here.
say, "Ooh, look, only 2 carbs," no, it's actually 25 carbs, and that's on the low end
How do you get away with that?
because they don't have to calculate alcohol sugars.
Ah, yeah, because that was a thing with the keto and the Atkins. Remember
Right,
they would have alcohol. Like I never knew there was alcohol sugar in stuff or sugar alcohols or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
So if anybody out there tracks food through MyFitnessPal, you can search.
It actually helped me lose a lot of weight. That
Yeah.
app.
You can search PK alcohol, like Precision Kettles, PK alcohol, and it'll come up as 1 gram and 0 calories. All you need to do is put the calories in as your serving size. So in this case, your 95 calories to a Miller Lite or Natty Light, whatever you're drinking.
Well, it's Delco Light,
It'll
Natty
come-
Light.
It'll automatically come up with the calorie intake and carb intake and stuff like that.
Of
Yeah, actually, I did it.
25
The funny part about that MyFitnessPal wasn't like the tracking and all that stuff. It was the extra step of tracking that
where I would get winded doing it.
No,
yeah.
it's like no. In all honesty, like The biggest thing that really startled me about what we eat is the sodium intake.
Yeah.
Because you could just be picking a tomato, and the sodium in it's like ridiculous. Like
So
you can't like steamed broccoli. Oh, it's 400 grams of sodium in
yeah,
it.
that's just another conversation on its own.
Uh-huh.
But when it comes to MyFitnessPal, the problem is that a lot of people, it's a user input database. So you can put whatever you want in there.
Okay.
So if you put a Miller Lite at 800 calories, it's in there. So if somebody searches Miller Lite, it might come up and they
Yeah.
might pick that one.
Oh.
So with generalized food, like you said, steamed broccoli, you don't want to add that. You don't want to use steamed broccoli. You just want to use broccoli.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how you prepare it.
No. Well, if I
You-
cook it in butter and garlic, it's okay.
Well, then you would add in your butter.
What if I
Okay.
dump several Miller Lights on it
So that's
and
how
chunk it out of a pitcher?
that's how MyFitnessPal is
For your
used.
braised broccoli.
I had a client one time, and she's like, I don't know why my numbers are off. And I went into her MyFitnessPal, and she searched cheeseburger, and she added a cheeseburger to her diary, but she had 0 grams of protein. So I was like, a cheeseburger is pretty much ground beef. It's going to have protein.
Yeah,
That's why you don't want to
yeah.
search the way your food is prepared. If you have eggs,
So you're not going to say
Oh.
cheeseburger. You're going to say beef patty.
yeah, no, you're just going to say beef, ground beef,
Ground beef.
whatever percentage it was.
But what about like a hamburger roll? Because
Yeah,
like
you
the
add
one thing I
all-
liked about it is you could scan the barcode.
that too. That's easy too.
Yeah, that's what I used to do with it.
But then,
more or
like,
less.
people will search like scrambled eggs instead of 2 eggs. You know,
Okay.
Beto
So-
will have Holbrook drinking Skinny Girl margaritas. Is that like a brand? Not aware of.
No, well, it is a brand, but Skinny Girl margaritas. Here's my margarita mix. And first of all, if anybody's drinking alcohol and really care about the caloric intake, tequila is going to be your best bet, and then it goes to vodka. Okay.
What about whiskey?
Well, whiskey's it depends on the age.
When I was on
Because
my
it is-
Atkins, triple sec was like my drink of choice.
It's Canadian Club and it's been sitting
Triple
behind
Sec-
Tony since
no,
they
it's
bought
sugar.
it.
Huh?
Triple sex like sugar.
I know.
Let's say it's Canadian Club or VO that's been sitting at Tony since they bought it 2 weeks ago.
It's gonna.
We're not worried about the
You're
age.
going to be roughly high hundreds.
A shot?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
But it's so little.
Bourbon's a little different. The
I love
browner,
bourbon.
the browner you get.
So is that true?
Yeah, the worse.
I thought it was the other way around. I did not know that because
No.
I love
The
me.
clear,
I love
you
my
want- you want
bourbon.
Clear vodka, clear tequila for your cleanest caloric intake.
Hmm.
So our Skinny Girl, what my wife and I do, we do the Tres Agaves margarita mix. You know that stuff.
Oh, Tom Brady was talking about this.
It's
Yeah.
low calorie, and then we'll do Sprite Zero on top of
It's literally what I'm drinking right now with
it.
my
Yeah.
tequila.
So with that and tequila, so it's pretty much.
What
like,
are your thoughts on like? I don't like to drink these things too much, but like, what are your thoughts on zeros and?
if I can help you
diets?
lose weight by cutting out 160 calories
Mhm.
per bottle,
Yeah.
rather you have 0 instead of full.
No, I'm
sugar.
just saying, but like the fake shit, like sugars and stuff. Like, does that make a difference? Your body
There's a
breaking?
difference between eating for fat loss and eating for health.
Okay.
If you were to tell me, hey, I want to be really healthy, I don't care how much I weigh,
Yeah.
then I would say, here, if you like soda, drink real sugar soda. But if you're like, hey, I need to lose 100 pounds and I don't care about how technically healthy I am,
Right.
you're not drinking a 6-pack of Sprite every day.
What is like sugar-free Red Bull? Like, is that actually significantly better than taking a regular Red Bull?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't sure because there's
It's like
always
if I mix that with vodka, I'm doing better than
Because
if I drank 3 beers.
researching
I'm
this
not
stuff.
condoning drinking, by the way.
I am. I condone it. I condone it.
Well, I'm hiring you to be my personal
Did you just
fucking.
pour me a tequila?
Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
What's
Just
the,
making sure.
It's
Let's-
tequila, though.
let's
Okay.
hypothetically take me. What could you do in 30 days, the month of September?
Honestly, I could probably do 20 pounds off you in 30 days.
20 pounds is nothing. I could lose that in the first week.
But you're actually eating.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
I'm pretty fat.
Is that a challenge?
When we did the Marty McGee's when I lost 13 the first week, it just comes off the first few. Could
So-
you do 30?
So what happened after that?
The thing ended, and I went back to being a piece of shit. Actually, to be fair, I'm not actually going to beat myself up over it. We did it from early November to December 31st, right, of 2019. And it ended, and I actually kept it going, stayed pretty remotely healthy, went to the gym a good amount, and then the fucking pandemic happened, and I was just like, I'm just going to go back to my shitbag ways and gained most of it back, if not all of it. But yeah, that one I'm not gonna beat myself up over. But I have not done better.
Too many people go all in too fast.
100%.
So they get burnt out.
100%.
So that's why it's so easy to go back to
I was going to say most people just go, I'm not losing 80 pounds in a week. I'm done.
I'll break it down mathematically. So let's just easily assume, easy numbers, you consume 3,000 calories right now. Okay? 3,000 calories flat. If you want to lose weight over time, just drop it down to 2,900 next week.
Yeah, it makes sense.
The following week, do 2,800.
That makes sense.
The week after that, 2,700. And you just slowly taper down. And therefore, it's not a huge drastic deficit, so you're not going to feel it as much.
What about cheat days?
Cheat days?
Yeah.
Did you earn it?
Yeah.
Why'd you earn it?
Because I
don't want to murder my neighbors.
I existed 30 days in this month doing the best I could, and I won 5 days where I wanted.
We haven't even started, and you're already talking about cheat days.
Mm-hmm.
See?
So you're trying to say we don't have willpower.
You should no.
But you also just said people beat themselves up by going too into it.
We're assuming you're eating 3,000 calories. That's a lot of calories.
All right, can I ask another question? Because my wife and I have kind of gotten into this a little bit.
It's like the Holbrook and Mike show.
Sorry. Yeah, I know, but I want to know these things. Like, this is important because, like, we have some other parts to talk about, but I kind of like these are interesting facts. Like, all right, one big thing on social media, the reels and all that stuff, is the meal prep, and like 400 gram, or like they have like the. Oh, you like gordita from Taco Bell? Well, we have these ones. You can eat 7 of them, which gives you the same intake as eating one from Taco Bell. Like, what are your thoughts on that kind of stuff?
So it's one thing if you like to cook. If you like
I
to cook,
I do.
Cool.
I do.
Then do it. But if you're like Holbrook, do you like to cook?
Danielle really likes cooking.
Okay. Let me ask you, do you like to cook?
No.
So if I was Holbrook, I wouldn't worry about cooking, making this fancy recipe. What I would do is just go to the grocery store, buy 6 pounds of chicken, season it up with salt and pepper and garlic, throw it on a grill, let it cook, and then I have prep protein for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So you're just eating chicken, seasoned chicken.
I'm a plain guy.
Okay, so that's just
people who are creatures of habit and very basic get the most results in life.
I'm a flavored soul.
Yeah, I like different things.
My taste buds need to be
so
awakened.
You can have different flavors. It doesn't mean you have to steer away from being basic. So do you ever hear of? Oh God, I'm going to butcher.
If it's about fitness, no.
Fitness sandwich.
We use a seasoning. God damn it.
Holbrook, do you feel like you hear this a lot?
You have to do it the right way, Holbrook. No, there's
mainly
3
in
ways.
bed though. Mainly in bed.
Just fall into bed and go to sleep.
But yeah, go ahead. You were saying sorry.
We use
I can't sleep on the toilet anymore.
All kinds of different seasonings. Seasonings are 0 cal, in my opinion.
Yeah,
you're getting things like
I mean, really, if you're counting them,
barbecue sauce and stuff like.
Oh, you're talking about sauces. I'm talking about like dry rubs and stuff.
Like dry rubs, a lot of them have sugar in them. That's
do
why
they
taste so good?
Okay.
Yeah. Right. But if you get some standard stuff, Kinder's has very, very.
Oh
good
yeah,
stuff.
I know the brand. Yeah.
All right, so if you just Kinder up your chicken,
look at
steak,
the wifey's already ahead of you on that one.
Yes, Kinder's.
So Kinder is just like steak seasoning, things like
steak
that.
Steak seasoning, chicken. It doesn't matter. Just season up your gear, and you have a different seasoning every time you eat.
So is Catherine in? I'm guessing she's a
nutrition coach for us.
Okay, so she works with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
you're like me. You work with your wife.
Right. It's the
Did
best
I say that
thing.
loud?
It's the best thing. We enjoy the conversations back and forth each and every day.
Yeah, no, I ignore my wife at work as much as possible. And then when we talk, we yell at each other and people get really awkward.
Let's say there was a month. And realistically, because we're not going to beat around the bush, 5 days will involve heavy drinking.
5 days is fine. It's all about what you do the other 25 days.
Yes.
It's easy.
September.
It's just like people are so concerned about what they do from Christmas to New Year's.
Yeah.
But it's really what happens from New Year's to Christmas.
Yeah,
that matters.
Very much sense.
So
Danielle's been talking and saying, "Well, you should set up something to do for like a month or something with you guys."
I think Holbrook, we're just going to get you going.
I think we can do that.
You can do it right from your studio.
And I think that could
can
really
we
help
track
get
this?
some extra views.
I would love to track this.
And
I'll get involved because I would like to get swole.
Delco Live, hold up. Do you want to see Holbrook completely transform his life?
I don't know,
like the year?
For all of September, and then we will see about October.
I said by the end of the year.
Fine.
by the end of the year.
3
And
months.
you'd never even have to leave this.
3 months. And I know the weight actually isn't that important because if there was kettlebells and all that shit, you're going to build muscle and all that stuff. But
It's all about how you feel, how you act, how you.
not great.
So Kate puts the
Yeah.
K in penalty kills. She a hockey fan? Like,
PK Subban?
Oh, Kate puts the K in PK.
yeah, like
Oh, precision kettlebells.
Kate.
Al.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I went right to
Learn
hockey.
about our interviewees.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So she's the backbone, and you're just the guy. That's what she's.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, do you do?
I will
does she
volunteer
do
to be-
videos too, or she?
She
Like,
does. She'll hop in a video every once in a while, and I'll get some outlandish comments on our Facebook or YouTube page.
like, oh, like she's really hot or
I
something, or
had-
like,
I had this guy like,
oh, you got stalkers.
yeah, this I don't know.
I can imagine
He's
that.
a Russian guy. He's some wild ass.
So,
thing.
see, like,
So we said earlier.
fitness is cool, but, like, if I was allowed to drink a whole bottle of Rumpelmans, that dude ain't saying nothing else to your wife. Like, if I go out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll stalk and murder somebody online. Like,
Can
we'll
we
do
throw that
stuff,
into
yeah.
the diet? Be like, you are reserved emergency Rumpelmans if the situation calls for it.
Do you really drink that?
You don't even want to know about Rumple Bombs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
Rumple
I have a bottle of
Bomb.
Rumple Bits in my.
We should make him
closet.
watch the Natter Day episode we had many.
Is that what it is? Is Natty and Rumplements?
So it actually, Al got diabetes and I gained 40 pounds over. We did a whole thing in 2019, the summer, where it was the summer drink and it was all the White Claws versus the Natter Days that came out, right?
Yeah.
And Natter Days, I'm not
I
sure if
gotta
you,
start hanging out.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with what Natter
you go.
Days are. They came out as like this lemon lime, like
No,
seltzer
pink-
drink,
pink-
and they built it like it was White Claw, like it was like 100 calories.
Pink
or
lemonade,
whatever.
wasn't it?
And it was supposed to be, decent for you in a summer drink. So we just started slamming 20 a day, trying to.
We
do
did
this
a whole
war against-
episode around
Yeah.
Natter Days, like where we were making mixers. Like we did. I don't know if we want to say this out loud, but we did. What was the one we with the
We did one with NyQuil, which was not a great
Robitussin?
idea.
It was Robitussin.
But Natter Days were billed before you could go online and look all the things up that they were supposed to be the equivalent of a White Claw. I know you said White Claws aren't that healthy for you, but they're healthier than most normal drinks, or whatever. Then finally, Al gets diabetes. I'm like, where the fuck did this get worse from? Because I think I've been doing like okay in my life besides these Natter Days.
Yeah.
Then it comes out that each Natter Day is 3.5 Twisted Teas. They were like 450 fucking calories a piece.
I drank a whole case
Of
at my
like
kid's graduation. party.
30 carbs each, and we're like, oh my god, that's why we're scum.
I remember it was my kid's graduation party, so it was like we did it later. It was August, and I'm going into work the next day. I'm like, God, I can't stop peeing. This is ridiculous. I peed 3 times. I just walked in here. I peed again, and the one girl goes, "Come here," and she pulls out because I work in a medical field. She pulls out the blood meter, pricks me. She goes, "You're at like 357. You need to go to the doctor right now."
my
I'm
God.
like, yeah, sorry.
So if
Natty Light
anybody
does.
follows Instagram influencers that talk about nutrition, they say you can't gain body fat in 1 weekend because you overate. You can gain body fat when you drink a case of twisted
one night,
tea
in
one
Natter
night.
Days. Natter Days. He did the twisted tea. I was
St.
the Natter
Patrick's Day 2010, I gained 12 pounds.
We
That's
could be the
hilarious.
greatest before pictures for you
We gotta,
ever.
yeah, we got to do this.
I do.
No, I'm actually 100%
And
down.
anybody else who wants to get,
I've lost
any
weight,
of your
but I
followers
cheated.
who want
I
to get
cheated.
involved, we'll do this whole thing. And I'll do it
I-
absolutely free. For
I will be.
everybody.
I'm 100% down, and I can tell you, there's only 5 days of September where it's like I would like to just be a piece of shit.
My
these
wife just
days.
texted me and she goes, "I'm all." She's like,
Let's
"Please do
do
this.
it.
Please do this."
What would
because-
it be? Would it just be calories or workouts or
So,
like?
well, I'll give you
Well, no, how you look with your shirt off?
a whole shit ton of workouts to do, and then I'll tell you how to track your calories, and we'll adjust your calories on a weekly basis.
Oh,
and then Delco
me
challenge.
versus Al?
Mm.
and then we'll do
They're gonna
the,
be less scumbaggy.
we'll do the percentage of body fat, because I try to explain this to everybody. If you have what do you have, a Michelob or Natty Light right there? What's
Natty
the percentage
Light.
of alcohol on that?
3.6 or something, 3.8.
3.8.
It's like under 4.
So it's a 12-ounce can.
Yes.
If you had a 22-ounce glass, would it make a difference?
Yeah. Right.
Would it?
Yeah.
If
It
you
would.
had a
If
Joey-
you
if
poured-
you had-
wait, if you poured that can into a 22-ounce
No,
glass,
no. If you had a 22-ounce Natty Light, is still 3.8% alcohol.
per
yeah, per ounce.
per serving
Yeah.
or whatever, but it would just be almost 2 servings.
Yeah.
So if you had a
Right?
24 ounce,
So you're saying what you eat out
So
of?
you're saying to double
no matter
fist
what
is
happens,
healthier, yes.
the size of
I like how this
the
guy
volume
thinks.
of the thing.
No, size doesn't
is
matter.
still
It's about the motion of
still
the ocean,
same
dude.
percentage, right?
Sometimes
Yeah.
things are
So
too
body
big.
fat's the same way. So even though you may be losing weight, your body fat may be the same.
No,
or
it's about the girth.
slowly go down with you.
It's about the girth, not the
So
size.
meaning, if we do this, it's going to be based on body fat percentage.
Al has diabetes.
So here's my thing is I have no problem.
I mean, I'll win. Yeah, let's do it. I
my-
still have fat.
It's kind of a different story because my wife gets very mad at me because I'm too willing to tell my personal and life
I do
story.
the same thing.
And yeah, and we do it right over the air all the time. And I've told like things about like coitus with her on live air, and she's gotten very upset about it because her family watches. But so I have diabetes, as we've said about a dozen times now. And I'm on one of those
Don't assume he has diabetes.
with Manjaro.
Okay.
But I have diabetes. I'm not using it to cheat at weight loss, but
Alright.
it is kind of a cheat sheet. I'll be honest with you.
It is.
Because I do not eat. Like
It
I've lost a lot of
is.
weight. Like I have. Like
So me versus Al. Al has to stop his diabetes medicine. Perfect. I love this.
done and done.
I love it.
No.
I'm sure my doctor, who does listen to this show, would not be very happy about that.
I would condone that for specific people. So, Holbrook, if you're like, Mike, I
Glucose.
just don't have time to exercise, I would recommend it to you. If you were really struggling that bad, recommend it to you. But the problem is, people don't change the habits, their daily intake.
I don't know. I can honestly
better.
say I did.
Some people.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
but it's because the way it works. I don't have. I was telling him like in the
'Cause
beginning.
you get full, right?
Well, so the whole point is it's supposed to keep you fuller longer, it stays in your digestive
Right.
tract longer, so it breaks it down better the whole 9 yards.
Sure.
But like the cravings, like to a point in the beginning where I had to remind myself to eat because like I'd be getting like
So the problem
like
is,
oh I gotta eat. I'm like
the-
I'm but now I'm like at a point now that I don't I know to eat. I do get hungry. I do get a craving now and then for something, but then I also now I can turn away from it and go, you know what? I don't want it, and I'm good. Like it doesn't. I'm not being held captive by my craving. Is a good way of putting it.
the problem is right now they're coming out with more and more data
Semaglutides or whatever.
saying that when you take these shots, you're losing 2/3 muscle mass.
Oh,
Yeah.
pathetic. What a
2/3
weak
body
bitch he
fat
is.
percentage.
What a weak. And you want to do kettlebells, Al? Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So when you
Do a
Lick
bad
these
shoulder.
kettlebells.
no matter what happens
I
when
mean,
you go into a calorie deficit,
that
which
would
you do,
explain some things.
which you do when you take semaglutide or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You do go into
Manjaro
calorie
is what I'm
deficit.
taking.
You have to maintain the muscle mass by prioritizing protein. So that's easy numbers. You weigh 200 pounds. You want to get as close to 200 pounds or 200 grams of protein each and every day.
So
And if you're
gram
not
per pound of your body weight.
Right.
So if
And
you're
if you're
250, 250, like that kind of stuff.
and if you're not,
Because I
eating
love
that much
meat. I eat meat all the
protein,
time.
That's great. A lot of these people are just eating their own donuts, fucking, Starbucks coffees and shit, and still consuming the same old garbage, and they're losing damn near half their muscle mass instead of fat.
So that's the funny thing. So like again, I have not done that. Like I guess because part of it because how my blood sugar got. I would tell you my A1C. If anybody knows, like a normal A1C is like 5.3, 5.4, and I think like pre-diabetes gets up to like 6.2.
Sure.
I was like a 9.2. Like it was bad. So I kind of like my wife and I, she kind of shook me and goes, "Get your fat ass in shape and all that stuff." But like, and she said it lovingly. But like, my doctor said, "No, you got to."
She didn't send her kettlebell coach onto an episode to try to
Yeah.
do an intervention live on the air.
Yeah, like this
And demand to be live. So I'm
yeah. But like, I don't eat like that anymore.
Yeah.
I don't have a craving for fast food. I don't have a craving. Like we'll go and we'll go see or go to our boy Wolf's place and we'll have a but he'll even tell you like I don't eat the whole thing like I used to, and I just that I don't even I really don't care about having a slice of cake or anything like that anymore. I don't care about donuts. I was never big into coffee to begin with. The only coffee is like if I'm really tired, I'll grab one and I'll get like.
Is black coffee bad for you? Exactly.
I do oat milk and the zero sugar
Why do you do
caramel.
Yeah, are you trying to
I'm
do you have your Chihuahua in your bag and trying to pick up
lactose
boys over at
intolerant.
No, I'm
Villanova,
lactose
Al?
intolerant. I'm lactose intolerant, jackass.
His pancreas doesn't work. His fucking.
Well, it's what is lactose?
It's milk.
Milk sugars. why you diabetic would be lactose intolerant.
You want sugar or water, Al? Sugar or water?
It's exactly what it is. Hence, I can't break down sugars like you guys can. So, we'll see.
But no matter what, it's like
and we taught you some
any
money,
diet.
and we had me versus Al, and we made you. We made you. You're a wrestling fan, right? I heard you were.
Yeah.
All right, if you were DDP and we were Scott Hall and Jake the Snake Roberts, where we're just fucking dead. What could you revitalize this by the end of September?
Could we be the best video catalog you've ever had?
Fucking right.
Literally.
Fucking right.
Okay.
What was that guy that DDP? Remember, he had like
the paratrooper.
Like, yeah,
that was fucking crippled.
He couldn't walk, right? Yeah.
And then they do the video where they play "Fix You" by Coldplay, and he fucking literally gets up and starts running, and
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
No dry eyes.
Not one in the house. I mean, I'm getting a little choked up.
I think we should do it. I think, and that could fucking count towards their views and all that shit.
And it's funny you say.
Should we do this on YouTube too?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, I'm a whore.
100%.
Put me in front of the camera.
We take our fucking 30,000 followers who, for some reason, have not unfollowed us. They have to see it every day. Tell them every day to fucking move over there.
Yeah, I mean, great content for all of us.
Honestly,
here's a weekly check-in. Here's a weekly check-in. But like, and it's funny you say that about the injections because I started losing weight, which is great.
Stop, dude. We're in a contest. Why don't you stop fucking doing cheating shit?
Well, it's not cheating. I have to. I'm trying to get off all my medicines because the metformin is a problem nowadays. Apparently,
that screws everybody up.
But the whole muscle thing you talk about because like I do feel quote unquote like a weak bitch.
You're 41?
41, yeah.
Usually you lose it. No doubt, you lose 1% of muscle mass once you hit 30. So every year.
You're not even a YP anymore, Al. You're not even a young professional.
Shut up, dude. You're going to be 40 soon. I'm gonna love everything.
Not unless I do this.
Holbrook, I'll tell you, once you hit 40, and I don't know your physical
optimist
right now, but
we're lucky to hit 30.
I'm 36 and a half, 37. What am I? All I know is that I'm eligible for the young professionals of Delaware County.
Yeah.
Al isn't.
Neither of us are. Just you.
Yeah.
It's
a pretty cool thing.
You have
man.
grayer hair than any of us.
You know, it's called a silver fox.
Yeah.
And some ladies go out of their way to dye their hair like this.
Some ladies do.
Al, what's that you said about hair?
What's that, Roseanne Barr?
What's that you said about hair?
You are blessed with good hair. That's what that
I chose to be bald. This was a choice, not forced upon me. So, kiss my ass.
My YouTube people say, "Hey, just shave your head." I'm like,
no.
I'm just because you said that. I'm not doing it.
No, I mean, I only.
Your facial structure works with it.
You think?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
it works well.
Are
it
you
works
hitting
well.
me right now?
I was gonna say, dude.
Yeah, no. I can appreciate a good looking dude.
We're gonna get a restraining order from Mike after this one.
No, it works well. Like I said, the spike up and all that shit, it makes the face elongate and it's good. Yeah.
Nick says best eyebrows in town. Al, who? Me? What? Who has the best? Is it?
It ain't Al. He looks like Mr. Freeze after they took him out of the fucking
suit. Yes.
He looks like Darth Vader when he was dying on the Death Star.
It's funny though. I had when I dated a girl went to Academy Park back in the day, and she would always tell me, she goes, "You have great eyelashes." I'm like, what every man wants to hear.
Yeah, because they're long or something.
I'm like, why would you tell me this?
Wait, where'd you go to high school?
I went to O'Hara.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked women.
Where fairies fly.
Yeah.
That's why I had no steps.
Yeah, because we like women.
That's what we used to say.
No,
so wait,
they do have steps. They totally had steps. We used to look up the scores.
You're 41?
Yeah.
What year are you?
02. I stayed back 1 year. So
that's right.
Yeah. Not in high school. Not in high school. I stayed back in second grade.
What you fail coloring?
No. Apparently, I was too immature to move on from second and third grade.
I went to DTE in kindergarten and first grade.
All right, Nick was just trying to be nice. Thank you, Nick. Thank you. I'll take whatever. My wife is a lot better looking than me. I don't know how I pull it off sometimes, but it's definitely not the personality. It's definitely not the looks. And
his eyebrows look like commas with cancer.
Commas with cancer? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna be like walking around like this tomorrow. Like
compliment on his beard, something at least tries to work on.
Jesus Christ. You have to worry about the weight loss thing. Al killed himself last night. Jesus.
He's going to lose more weight than his corpse.
Yeah, I'll decompose faster than Holbrook will lose.
You better not bury him. We're weighing that shit in September 30th.
Can't embalm me though, dude. That's cheating shit right there.
It's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Embalm him with butter.
Official. What day are we starting?
Monday.
This Monday.
Yeah, Monday.
I'm moving this week. Can we make it the following week? I gotta move.
You want to buy one more week?
19th.
Do you want to buy one more week?
19th.
Because honestly, I mean, I do want to do 100%, and there are things that are going on for me up until the 20th.
Why don't we do September 1st? Make it like these.
Because that's Memorial
Or the day after Labor Day, whatever it is. I know Labor Day is early this year.
Let's do
Why don't we just do it now?
September 9th.
There you go.
Why don't we just fucking do it now?
I'm moving. Like, I'm in the middle of all this shit. Like,
Why don't we just do it fucking now?
At the end of the day, there's not going to be a perfect day. And we all do eat every single day. So whatever you put in your mouth, you're in charge of.
I don't think food is my problem.
Bringing them right back to Bonner.
Yeah. Father Chapman?
Counselor Steve? Oh, man. We didn't touch on any of the other stuff, and I'm okay with it. This is actually a great episode.
I'll start Monday.
I'm literally moving out this week. Like, can we just do it?
Cool, it's exercise.
Fine, I'm going to cheat then. I'm going to be working out.
It's exercise.
I'm going to find how weak I am. Because I'm honestly, like you said, I'm a little concerned because, like, for instance,
Al's nervous of change.
No. Like with the muscle mass thing he was talking about earlier.
You got to eat. Eat protein.
So I was at my office. There's a couple offices I have where the desk is facing the wall, but the people are over here, so I have to kind of turn and face them. And I'll throw my leg up, like cross my leg a little bit, and then like lean on it to right. And like I remember I was going up and down the steps of my house, and I'm like stumbling, like I was falling a little bit. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me? Why is my left hip bothering me? But shut up. So it was weird. So the one day I'm sitting there and I crossed my leg.
Pride of the Yankees.
And I'm like sitting there going, oh, that's weird. It's right where it hurts. I stopped doing it. Guess what happened? Stop hurting. It went away. So I'm like, I'm wondering now my shoulder, it's been like a little bothering me. I'm wondering if
shoulder's not a muscle.
Yeah. Well, there's tissue in your shoulder, tendons, ligaments, and there is muscle on your shoulder, you dumbass.
It's Lou Gehrig's.
Leave the medical stuff to the fake doctor here, okay? Let me handle this.
Do you want an ice bucket challenge?
Remember the natty?
Ice bucket
we
challenge.
did we did the natty
Actually,
ice.
yeah.
We did natty ice bucket challenges where we would pour natty ices in a bucket.
You wasted all that beer?
Yeah, I got pink eye from it.
Yeah, it burned like a mother. It burned bad. Like our outtakes are better than the actual video.
Challenge that was.
Yeah, it was.
Did anybody ever donate?
Well, Al ended up with Lou Gehrig, so
yeah. That was from the Manjaro. Yeah. But I mean,
did anyone donate? No, I can safely fucking tell you I did not.
No, actually, all I did was maybe donate to other places. Though I didn't donate to any of the. I donated to like not the ones that they started for. I donated to like other ones, like other local charities.
I spent fucking $21 on 2 cases of natty and poured some of myself and drank the rest. I am sorry that I did not donate.
Yeah, I should have just donated the money for the natties and just told people, like, just threw some food coloring in there and said it was beer.
Wait, so who's your Delco Day fundraiser for?
It's always for Headstrong.
So why don't we do this weight loss challenge for Headstrong?
What do you mean?
Lead it into Delco Day?
Oh no.
Why don't we have people just donate what they think is going to be worth or I guess buy-in for this challenge instead of me charging them? Why don't we do like a donate and anybody on the
So we're going to help ourselves and help others. This is an interesting thought process.
No, I'm purely here out of spite.
Yeah, we are. We're not.
But
good.
then redemption when
we're not like you. We're not what they call good people.
Yeah, I'm here to defeat Al, and then on October 1st,
I'm just
to avenge Al when he gets diagnosed with that Lou
I'm just saying. Then we have a big party.
Oh, is there gonna be food there?
Will there be natty?
We can have
Will there be
Scrapple show up again.
Oh.
When's the party? October 1st?
We can make
Is Scrapple a good high protein?
Is Scrapple okay for you?
Oh my god, I fucking love Scrapple.
Yeah, but like,
Don't talk to me about Scrapple.
Is it okay for you? I've heard that you were a Scrapple fucking
connoisseur.
I mean, if you think about it, everybody preaches on having organ meats.
Yeah.
What do you think Scrapple is?
It is, but isn't it also like
it's cornstarch
caked in fucking cornstarch?
It's cornstarch, but organ meats are good.
Daniel's saying Monday.
First week is just tracking.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You just track your.
You see what you're already doing and change that. Is that what you mean? Like do your normal habits,
like a sleep study.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I don't know.
I agree with Catherine. No.
How long ago was that? That could have been any part of the conversation.
Yeah, I mean,
she's like, no, I don't want to take on these two. I don't want to take on these two as a charity.
No, like honestly, I think that's what it's for because that was less than a minute ago. That comment came in.
She's like, never.
Get those 2 water buffaloes out of here. That's what she said.
Lord, no.
She's like, I don't want them anywhere near. Oh, okay, I get it now. Here she goes. She don't like Scrapple.
See,
Although she's gonna be like, some of our macros only have X amount of numbers that you can throw in there, and these guys are
I
gonna.
make
We
scrapple,
are the epitome of macro.
I make scrapple fries with sriracha.
Oh,
maple
dude.
sauce.
Oh, they're spectacular.
Spectacular.
Have you ever had? I know we were talking about them. I know that you are into fitness, but Wolf Superior sandwiches.
What?
Wolf's Superior Sandwiches.
yeah.
They're a good sponsor of ours. They've done a bunch of things. It's a local boy. He just opened up in Aston. And fun fact, he's been in Aston. He's going to open up in Havertown on Saturday. They make a thing called the Gritty, which is a cheesesteak with a specialized cheese sauce. I forget what it is, but they have scrapple fries with a sriracha ketchup. And it's a really cool, creative sandwich.
Very cool.
Yes.
How many can I have a month? One?
I don't know.
I mean, kind of a day.
Whatever you have during the week.
I was just gonna tell you.
I
was gonna be fine with one.
I used to go to Dave Diner, get scrapple and American cheese on long roll.
It's similar to that, but throw a cheesesteak in the mix of it.
It's funny because we were talking about Fat Cow Jerky. He actually gave us wild boar scrapple.
Oh my god, so good!
Game changer.
Hell yeah!
Oh my god, it's so good, and it cooks so fast.
It
too.
did, and it was very. I don't want to say creamy,
I need
but
his
creamy.
contact information.
Yeah, I'll text
Oh
it
no,
to
we
you.
will set you up.
Yeah,
with
we'll make it
that.
happen. We'll make it
they're
happen.
really good.
Maybe he'll be the
Really,
sponsor of
really
the challenge.
Maybe that's a good
We
idea.
can. We have to come up with a name. We'll come up with it later. But like
Fat Boy Challenge Part 2.
make these fat guys not fat anymore challenge or whatever. Fat. I don't know. We'll figure it
Delco
out.
Strive.
Let Catherine figure it out. She seems to be the brains of this operation. Catherine or Danielle will
There
figure
you
this
go.
out.
All right, Monday, Al.
I guess so. I'll be moving boxes, but cool, whatever.
All right, Duggo Live fans, there you go. Monday we start.
All right.
Are they going to start?
We're going
There's
to
going to be
document
side
this.
bets to see how long this actually lasts. No, I mean I can. Like I said, I feel like I'm cheating because I have to worry about eating more. He has to worry about eating less.
Yeah,
Not
that's true.
necessarily.
Yeah. No.
Hypothetically, I mean,
Or eating just
we'll
more-
discuss.
Or better.
If you were going to a concert, right? You're going to a concert. Your boys are fucking drinkers and all that shit, right? What would the best way to have the least aggressive day?
I would fast all day long, up to about an hour before I left,
Yes.
and consume the large amount of clean, low-calorie protein.
What's
like
that? Chicken?
A bunch of chicken breasts.
Okay.
And
What
then
else is lean, low calorie?
egg
Just
whites,
Fish.
fish,
Are there certain
white
fishes?
fish, white
Well, I was
fish.
going to say white.
So
fish,
salmon's
right?
like really good, but it's high in fat.
Okay.
So you eat
So that's a
calories
good
creep up
fats?
real quick. Yeah, good.
Like
I mean,
like do you?
here's the thing: a good fats. Again, you're eating for health or you're eating for fat loss.
Okay. Now, Catherine, you said she does a lot of the diet management.
Yeah.
Okay, so she would like because that maybe we should have her come on. We'll do like a round 2 on the episode. Maybe like a
I'm
month
working
into
out
it.
too, you fucking baby bitch.
Jesus.
Swole
No.
as fuck.
No, my question like maybe
Fucking Holbrook ain't gonna be half broke. Holbrook gonna be swole broke.
I already claimed you Swolebrook on that, so I can't deal with Swolebrook. No, but like maybe we do like an episode in like 4 to 6 weeks. Do a
Yeah.
check-in.
Oh yeah.
Bring Catherine in, and she can maybe talk to people about like because the one thing I find about trying to be healthy is the myths, like myth busting,
Right.
like good healthy food versus
It's carb good.
things that you
fat
because how many times you
good.
sit there you think you're doing the right thing and you're dead wrong.
I want an episode. I want to start on Monday, full fucking gung ho. I want early September a thing where Al, you and me stand up there like Chris Farley and fucking Patrick Swayze
Oh, yeah.
at Chippendales,
Yeah.
and she
Who's
critiques
Patrick
everything going
Swayze?
on. We'll find out on the first.
Yeah, we'll be both Chris Farley.
and then again on like the 15th, and be like, here's what they've done in the last 2 weeks, and then the 30th, yeah, big party.
You think 30 days? That's going to
Yeah.
be completely.
We document the
you'll be
whole time.
Swolebrook?
We throw it on their. We promote the hell out of their the YouTube thing.
Because we'll hit 100,000.
Yep.
By then.
Because my idols growing up, DDP, Scott Hall, Jake the Snake. Obviously, in this case, I'd be Jake the Snake with my
I mean,
my substance demons.
I mean, he'll just be happy that he'll be able to see his penis. It's not just Danielle.
That's
So, I mean,
true.
that's a plus. That's
Yeah.
a plus.
That is
Yeah.
true.
It's a plus. So,
Every pound you lose or every inch you lose, you gain an inch. So
oh, really now?
Game on.
So Holbrook will be 14 inches
Yeah.
easily by the end of the
Man,
end
call
of
the
September?
Guinness Book of World Records.
could
Yeah.
be. Could be.
Call him Jake the Snake
Fucking
over
Hulk.
here.
Whole dingo over here.
Guys, reminder this episode is brought to you by Fat Cow Jerky. That's right, Fat Cow Jerky, utterly perfect jerky. Jalapeno garlic, honey habanero, pickles, one of my favorites. Go to fatcowjerky.com. Great high protein snacks. Check them out, fatcowjerky.com or Facebook and Instagram. If you know, maybe you're having your cheat day, or you're having a good time, or you can find it, you want to have some of that brown liquor, you can head all over to Dolan's Bar, 24 East Sellers Avenue in Ridley Park, in the 19078. You can go right here. It's right in Ridley Park in Delco, or if you're coming from outside Delco, it's right up off 95, a few exits south of the airport, or a few exits north
Great
of
place to
Wilmington.
park before a concert or something going on down at the in South Philly. Just grabbing an Uber. The Uber's only essentially 2 stops away. One's the airport in the middle, and Uber and back. Safe place to keep your car
Mhm.
while you finish out the night. It's a great fucking location, great place, great people, great prices. That's a real fucking thing.
Yeah, great food.
Yeah.
Smash burgers are amazing, high in protein, right here. And if maybe you get yourself in a little Delco troubles, we all Delconians could do, or you get hit in a motor vehicle accident or hurt at work. These are all life changing moments. Just like if you worked out with precision kettlebells and you change your life, but this can be a bad life changing moment. You need
Early October, I'm gonna have better biceps than fucking David
I
the
don't-
Guns Cherry.
I don't know about that, but that's something to strive for. You call it Dave,
Glamour muscles, Dave.
yeah, Dave Cherry for all your workers' comp, motor vehicle, personal injury, criminal law needs, 610-565-0300. Or go to cherryinjurylaw.com. That's right, cherryinjurylaw.com for all your workers' comp, motor vehicle, personal injury, criminal law needs. Or call Dave directly at 610-565-0300.
All right. So, Mike, once again, where can everyone find this YouTube channel?
Our biggest following is YouTube at precisionkettlebells.com. No, it's just at Precision Kettlebells.
Yeah.
Just Google search. I think it's number 7 as you type in precision.
Yes.
I've tried it.
Okay.
I tested.
I like that. I like that. We know where it is.
He
Yeah.
does his own SEO.
I
love
love
it.
it. That's where you know where it is.
But
yeah.
honestly, yeah, it's straight up. You just need one kettlebell for the most part. Just
Okay.
get after it. They're probably the best kettlebell workouts you ever do.
Probably they
because
are the best.
They mix in, functional fitness and our, standard traditional weight training as well. And we're hitting a full body in about 45 minutes. So
That's
it.
fucking rad. And you got a good old place over there in is it Fraser? You said was
Yeah,
the official
Malvern
address?
Fraser. If you're
Okay.
ever in the area, stop on by. We have classes. 5,
Yeah,
6,
real
7.
quick. So how does it work? Like, is it like you do certain classes? You can go as many classes you like. How does the
Yeah, so our most
membership-
memberships are unlimited classes because we have an encumbersome, program. We work everything, so it's usually people come between 4 and 5 days a week.
Wow.
and go see Kate or Catherine.
Kate does
Is it
nutrition.
Kate? She go by Kate, not Catherine.
Kate.
Okay, Kate. She does
It's all
great
about
work.
nutrition with her, so she's good. She'll be
That's
your
like
nutrition coach.
seriously, she don't understand. Like that's the biggest problem I think for most people, at least myself,
It is.
is knowing right from wrong because like you get so much misleading
Sinner.
information. Holbrook's just going to pound it because that was the one thing I remember when we did weight loss challenge. Like we said, we're going to do it next week or whatever. We ate so much for a week just so we could put on fake weight, just so that percentage would look better when you blow it away.
That first week we didn't lose 12 pounds. It's all water weight.
Yeah,
Could have.
yeah.
No, it definitely was.
It was Miller lightweight.
Yeah.
Yeah. But other than that, Mike,
Awesome.
thank you for joining us.
No problem.
Holbrook.
Thanks for having me, Danielle. Thanks for getting us together.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again. Holbrook.
No, we're going to fucking do this.
Oh, yeah.
Al. Like,
I mean,
not
no, I'm
saying
saying,
like
like,
your
you guys
wife,
are
like,
losing
we're
weight.
fucking doing
We're
it.
going to happen. All right, relax.
We're fucking doing it, dude.
Fucking right, brah. But you guys check it out. We'll have some information below. I'll put there'll be some reels coming out next week from parts of this show that were actually really good to talk about. Maybe more information about precision. Kettlebells, not balls. Get it right.
Get it right.
Get it right or get out of the way. And maybe you'll see a whole new Hollywood Holbrook and Big Al come 6-8 weeks from now.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. So are our wives, and my belts. So other than that, guys, thank you for joining us. Mike, thank you. Holbrook,
much.
shut up. And we are out of here.